Greetings, beloveds. And it comes to this. It comes to you being on the pathway. It comes to choices of full responsibility. These are indeed adult conversations to be had, beloveds. And you are all adults, spiritual adults. The way of childhood serves a portion of your growth and evolution, and it is now time for you to step into the truth that you are, for you to walk through life open-heartedly, without judgment, without need, and without ego. Ego was designed as a tool to let you experience the mind of God, but you have turned it against yourself and you have turned it against others. We have seen beings who have used the lessons of the Course against themselves and against others, punishing them with words. Become unfettered, beloveds. Become free of the thoughts and the beliefs that have created a reality for you that has caused pain to you and every other aspect of yourself. There will come a moment, beloveds, where you come to realize that you and I are indeed one, that the path that I have walked, you have walked as me, that I am where you are and always have been. It's me. It's always been me. It's always been us, and we are one. And you will come to that recognition, and you will awaken from your dream. Bring yourself now through consciousness to remember. Find your way on this path, beloveds, by whatever means bring you happiness and bring you joy and bring you closer to your heart, whether it is through reading, whether it is through listening, whether it is through all of the above. The most important part of this journey is for you to have the willingness to say, I surrender to the will of God. I will to will thy will. In that choice and in that moment, you find your freedom. You find your way back to your heart. And you will find me waiting for you. There are questions today that I will answer. Who amongst you would like to come forth? What is upon your hearts, beloveds?
I have a question. So it talks about how, like I'm responsible for every experience I have. I've created it, whether conscious or unconscious. And then it talks about what if from the time I decided I wanted to awaken, every experience that happens is from God to awaken me. And so where I don't understand is, I don't understand how both those coexist.
Because you are God, beloved. Could the answer be more simple? Could the answer be more exquisite? You perceive this from the concept of mind being a border to cross. You perceive this from a concept of ego that says, I am separate. When you step into the true mind of God, the true will of God, you realize that every circumstance that occurs is you attempting to waken yourself from the dream that you have embroiled yourself within. Does this answer your question, beloved?
It does. Very simple. Thank you.
We love you. We are delighted to have you with us. What other questions do you have, dear ones?
I have a question.
Yes, beloved.
So, first of all, thank you so much. I had written out a question for you, and I feel like you answered so much of it in that reading. I yesterday had some awareness of some seeming past lives of me as a man, where I was very unkind and violent, and it came from a place of not being able to be who I truly was and feeling trapped. And I felt really terrible and wanted to know if you had ever done anything terrible like that in any of your incarnations. And then I also just, although reading that today, I just felt this tremendous amount of peace come over me that it was absolutely terrifying and vile from what I experienced, but it was all okay. And that I feel like on some level it helped me to I don't know, I just feel at peace now. So I don't know if you have any advice about that, or if you ever experienced doing horrible things in any of your incarnations. Thank you.
Beloved, we thank you for your music. We thank you for your courage. We thank you for being the catalyst for this entire conversation, for this gathering of this tribe. Beloved, do you think for a moment that I was not with you in that instant, living that incarnation with you? Do you think that I have not been interwoven into the fabric of every incarnation that all beings have had? All of us, as one, experience everything that everyone else has. I was there with you. So the answer to your question is yes, I have experienced that. And yes, you have experienced your consciousness as a Christed being when you journeyed with me through mine. Allow yourselves to catch up. Allow yourselves to join with me. Project yourself into my mind. Experience what it is to be a Christed being. And you shall find that the memories shall begin to fall away like dust, dust in the wind. We like this song. We are where you are, beloved. You have been a catalyst as you are now. So, yes, we have indeed lived those lifetimes with you, as you, and through you. We all do. When you allow yourselves to bring your consciousness to the realm of understanding that all that is held within the Hall of Records is the life of one being occurring simultaneously in billions upon billions and trillions of aspects of beingness, you will understand that you are indeed one with the Creator. And as you choose to pinpoint and focus your consciousness on one particular moment, one particular instant in this fabric that is woven of time and space, you will say, I identify with this particular incarnation. Oh, look, I was a man. Oh, look, I was a horse. Oh, look, I was a bird. Oh, look, I was a woman. Oh, look, I was a star. Oh, look, I was a planet. Gaia is as much a sentient being as is the sun. And when you allow yourself to expand beyond the minutia of what you consider to be your consciousness, you will take on a very different perspective. And when you allow yourselves to surrender to the Christ consciousness, you will indeed come to see that all are one. So, in answer to your query, beloved, yes, indeed. Of course. And the key to unlocking that dynamic for you is forgiveness. Understand that you have chosen to say, what would it be like if, dot, dot, dot. What would it be like if I lived a life as Hitler and I was responsible for the murdering of millions and millions and millions of beings? What if I had a lifetime in which I was the ocean and I sustained life upon a planet? What if I had an existence as the sun, as a star, as a planet, as a galaxy? all exist in the very moment of what is now, beloved. You choose. Choose consciously. But many of us have chosen to say, let me put this on instant replay. Let me put this on autopilot. Let me put this on automatic. It is time to bring yourself back to the presence of this moment and to remember the truth of you. For that is your journey home. Has this answered your question, beloved?
Yes. Though I still have a lot to learn because it's still a little confusing, but yes, for today. Thank you.
Understand you choose your confusion, beloved. If you chose clarity, the instant would appear the answer. Choose clarity, beloved. Let today be a day to choose clarity. And tomorrow, once again, you may choose confusion. For confusion is a place for you to hide from the truth of you. The choice is yours. What you focus on, you will indeed manifest. It is that simple.
Thank you.
Take pen to paper, beloved, and write out the questions that you have and allow us to answer for you. And we will indeed provide you with the clarity that you require to bring yourself back to bear as a creator being that you indeed are. We love you, we bless you, and we are with you, as you know, always.
Thank you. I love you too.
There is one more question. Who comes forth at this time?
I have one.
Greetings, beloved.
Hi, Yeshua. The thing that resonated more than anything else in the reading to me was that all I would really have to do is have a very strong commitment to happiness. That if I made my life about this commitment to being happy, that everything would kind of take care of itself. Is that too simplistic? Because
It,
that's very appealing to me.
it is the most simple explanation. For in an unswerving, tunnel-like commitment to happiness, you would not allow other circumstances to abide. You would choose all that made you happy. And if you found that you were doing, being, thinking, or feeling something that was unhappy to you, you would cast it aside and you would create the most magnificent existence. You would allow yourself to exist in stillness as you moved through the passages of your life. There is a beloved being that is known as Tich Nhat Hanh. He is truly one of the masters who has come forth, who lives a humble, simple, and grateful existence. Were you to add, Brother James, to that gratitude for all, every aspect of yourself and others, you will find an instant moment of happiness. For in that gratitude, forgiveness occurs instantaneously. When you understand that each being that approaches you is ushering you and guiding you on your way back to full remembrance, you will be grateful for each and every circumstance that occurs. And there you will find your true happiness. There you will find your true self. So, yes, your inkling is spot on.
That sounds very doable,
It is
which I
indeed.
like.
It is indeed. And when you find yourself steering and veering off course, beloved, call upon us, and we will usher you back onto the pathway. Together, we can do this. All of you can do this. We are all doing this. We thank you for your question. We thank you for your clarity. We love you. We love all of you, each and every aspect of ourselves that are represented, which in fact is the truth of you, the truth of all of us. For I am as you are, and you are as I am. when I state that I am the one that you know as Jesus, understand that each of you are as well. Whether I was called Jesus, whether I was called Yeshua, whatever name I have been called, I have been called by your name as well, for I am where you are. Blessings to all, and we shall speak with you again, beloved, as we always do. Were you to see the beauty that we see when we gaze upon each of you, you would understand the true light that each of you shine. Each of you are beautiful, and that is how we see you. Therefore, that is how you are. Blessings upon you, beloveds. We shall speak with you again.